In this video, we're going to discuss Trimble Connect, specifically the permissions within Trimble Connect at the project level, as well as the folder level regarding folder permissions and how to maximize the use of this within your organization for TerraFlex data collection. In Trimble Connect, we have project permissions, which are essentially at the project level, that we have project users and project admins. Paying attention to these permissions ahead of time are very important, and the punchline here with respect to TerraFlex is that you actually don't use project admins when you want to control Trimble Map Workspace permissions. In other words, if you are a project admin, it overrides any of the folder permissions. With that being said, let's take a look at the folder permissions now. So the permission levels at the folder, you have full access, read-only access, no access. And read-only access allows users in the field to collect data, edit data, but they cannot edit schema in the office. Let's say templates and Map Workspace or project names, etc. So with that being said, if we take a look at here at managing subfolder permissions, we can choose, and we have the option to choose whether or not to apply permission to just that folder or that folder and subfolders. So that is definitely something to pay attention to. As we drill down here further to overriding permissions, and it's important to be aware of these categories as well. Moving down to specific folder permissions, this is where we get into the meat and potatoes of controlling what users have access to within those folders, and most importantly, the Map Workspace, which is the TerraFlex app in the field. Here we are in a Trimble Map Workspace. I'm going to go ahead and create one real quick to illustrate the permissions. Now we're looking at the folders. So we're going to go ahead and click on this folder and click on the permissions icon, and you can see that there's several options here. What we really want to do is set it to no access and then individually add users and or groups into this white field here. And then we can choose whether to apply the permissions to the subfolders or just the folder in question. In this example, we're going to go ahead and give read-only access to Miguel and hit done. Now we'll go ahead and test this permissioning out. But before we do so, we want to confirm at the Trimble Connect project level that Miguel is a user and not an admin. For if he's an admin, he will be able to override all folder permissions. So here we are, Miguel is showing his Trimble Connect, and the folder is indicating that he has access to the map. But his access is indeed read-only. So you'll see here in a second when he goes to the actual layer that's in the map and tries to adjust it, he won't be able to do that. He can't edit the template. However, in the field, he will still be able to collect data and edit features, just not change the permissions at the Map Workspace level, hence the read-only access. If, however, we were to go to the folder and give full access back to that folder for Miguel, he would be able to edit the template and do any sort of office admin items within TerraFlex on Connect. Thanks again for joining us for another AllTerra Central technical video. Until next time.